What's up, horror fans? It's Danny from the Lacercast, and I got a fall preview edition of the Lacercast this morning. We're just going to talk about the upcoming exciting schedule that Pete and I are trying to put together now that it is officially the fall. It is officially spooky season, and we have so much cool stuff. In just a little while, Pete and I are going to be recording our final episode of RoboDoc. That is a 4-part documentary series that is streaming on Screambox. By the time you see this video, that video will have been recorded. It is going up on Monday, September 25th. And all of our coverage of RoboDoc over on Screambox is up on our channel now, episodes 1 through 3. I wore this shirt on purpose because Chucky Season 3 is coming back to Sci-Fi and USA on Wednesday, October 4th. If you want to catch up on Chucky, it is streaming on Peacock. I believe it's also streaming on Hulu, Seasons 1 and 2. This has been one of the best shows translating a horror property from movie to television. Pete and I reviewed The Exorcist Fox series over the summer, and that was excellent. But Chucky is a different animal altogether because it carries over not just the character, of course, but it carries over so many of the cast and crew. Don Mancini is the creator of the series. He has been the lifeblood of Chucky since Chucky's invention 35 years ago. Brad Dourif is there to do the voice of Chucky. Jennifer Tilly is back to be Tiff. You have Alex Vincent and Christina Leese from the first couple of films. They return. Devon Sawa, a great horror actor from the time he was a kid. He is a constant presence in this show. I have loved Chucky Season 1 and 2. I've reviewed every episode for this channel, and I'm going to pick right up with that starting in about 2 weeks when they debut Season 3 on October 4th. Also excited that Chucky is coming back to Comic-Con in a couple of weeks. Thursday, October 12th until Sunday, October 15th, New York Comic-Con is back at the Javits Center in New York City. I'm going to be there every single day. Friday, they have stocked Comic-Con with tons of awesome horror panels, guests, content, whether you want movies, streaming, books, YA, any kind of horror, you will find it at Comic-Con. And maybe it's because the Friday of Comic-Con is in fact Friday the 13th, but they are doing a Chucky panel, they are doing a Blumhouse panel, they are doing a horror director you might have heard of. I have one of his movies hanging on my wall, autographed poster there. That's right, John Carpenter is going to be there, and he's doing a panel on Friday. Charlotte and I already have we pre-bought reservations to meet him and get his either an autograph or a picture with him. Charlotte is really excited. The Fog, I think, is Charlotte's favorite John Carpenter movie, which is awesome. Also, stuff that we are going to be covering this fall. I brought up Comic-Con because if you follow our channel, you know that I go to Comic-Con every year and I release a ton of footage from Comic-Con. I try to cover as many panels as I can. I try to cover as many guests, and it's just, I have a great time. It's one of my favorite 4-day stretches of the calendar year. The Thursday that Comic-Con starts is October 12th, and that is the day that The Fall of the House of Usher comes to Netflix. This is the latest Mike Flanagan, the latest and final Mike Flanagan series to hit Netflix. My wife and I, Athena and I, are watching, I'm rewatching The Haunting of Hill House now, The Haunting of Bly Manor, Midnight Mass, The Midnight Club. All of these have been various degrees of amazing. And the early word out of the festivals is that The Fall of the House of Usher is spectacular. I read a few reviews last night. I know episodes 1 and 2 went up at a film festival last night. And of course, the cast is just loaded with Flanagan's, troupe of Flana family, from Bruce Greenwood, Carlo Gugino, Raul Coley, Samantha Sloyan, Ruth Codd, who was amazing in The Midnight Club, Kate Siegel, of course, who is amazing in everything. And there's another new addition to the Flanagan family in the Mark Hamill is going to be in the fall of the House of Usher. And he's actually going to be in Mike Flanagan's next full-length film, another adaptation of a Stephen King story, The Life of Chuck, which I'm really looking forward to. So Pete and I are going to be covering every episode of the fall of the House of Usher, starting in a few weeks on Netflix. We believe that that's an 8-episode series, so we'll probably do that in 4 episodes, where we cover episodes 1 and 2, and we do 2 at a time. But I cannot wait for that. I loved the Roger Corman, Vincent Price, Poe adaptations from the early 1960s. If you get a chance to check those out, there's also a great YouTube channel called Dark Corners that did a really great 30-plus minute documentary of the Corman, Vincent Price, Poe series that you should check out. And I've actually been listening to Poe audiobooks, listening to The Fall of the House of Usher, The Pit and the Pendulum, The Mask of the Red Death, the Cask of Amontillado, and I'm getting myself ready for Flanagan's adaptation. I'm so excited. I mean, we are the Lassercast. It's whenever we get to review new Flanagan material, it's always a pleasure. Another show that I've covered every episode of for this channel that is coming back in October. Yeah, we're going to have a full friggin' slate, is Creepshow over on Shudder. Season 4 debuts on Friday the 13th. The first episode is written by Jamie Flanagan, directed by the series creator Greg Nicotero. This is as fun of a show. It is breezy and easy. 45-minute episodes, 2 stories per episode, anthology style, just like the movies that you grew up with in the 80s. And then there is the slate of movies that is coming out. Just hitting Hulu is Brian Duffield's No One Will Save You. I've been a huge Duffield fan for years, from Spontaneous, Love and Monsters, Underwater. This guy has written and directed some of my favorite genre films over the last couple of years. So this movie has been getting amazing word-of-mouth buzz. Can't wait to check that out this weekend. The Exorcist Believer comes out in a few weeks. In fact, The Exorcist is returning to theaters for its 50th anniversary, 1973 to 2023. I know it's going to be in theaters on October 1st, which is a Sunday, and I'm probably going to be going with Charlotte. She said she would go. She has seen The Exorcist before because parenting. We also have Five Nights at Freddy's. We also have Saw 10 coming out. It Lives Inside just came out in theaters yesterday. Another movie I will probably be getting to this weekend. Another movie that's coming out that connects back to Comic-Con is Thanksgiving. The movie that started as a trailer in Grindhouse over a decade later is finally coming out. Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. He has a panel discussion at Comic-Con as well. So I'm really looking forward to that and seeing Thanksgiving finally, like an old style holiday slasher. We have not had an original holiday slasher in a long time. We've had remakes and requels of, the Halloween films, of course, but this should be fun. There's plenty of other stuff. There is VHS 1985 is debuting on Shudder on October 6th. There's too much to cover, and Pete and I are going to give it the old college try to make it through our favorite time of the year. We will be meeting and doing our reviews every weekend, releasing new videos on Monday. I will be releasing shorts throughout the week of any horror movies that I see. October 12th to 15th, keep an eye out on our channel. I'll be releasing as much Comic-Con footage as I can. Some of the panels are super cool. Last year, the Midnight Club panel had no restrictions, and I was able to film the entire panel and post that video up for anybody who wanted to watch the entire Q&A with the cast and crew. And then some panels were like, you have to put your phone away and we will kick you out. So I had to just kind of give a debrief of what went on in the preview in that panel. So yeah, can't wait for Comic-Con. Can't wait for Chucky Season 3, Creepshow Season 4, The Fall of the House of Usher coming to Netflix, all these amazing horror films, all these awesome panels at Comic-Con. It's going to be a busy month for the Lassercast, and it starts with the final episode of RoboDoc coming up Monday the 25th at around 9 o'clock Eastern Time on YouTube, and you can find this on Spotify. So thank you for checking out this video. Give us a like, give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't, and if you're a horror fan, you're going to want to be subscribed for this upcoming month, because we will be covering a lot of horror and genre content. This has been Danny from the Lassercast, and I'll see you very soon.